One of the things about being limited to a fairly small area, or as in my case, limiting myself to a fairly small area, is it forces you to look at scenes differently, maybe look at things you wouldn't normally consider shooting, just to try and come up with ways of making interesting images that are not all the same, and of course adapting to the conditions and using the conditions. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do this morning. It's a pretty cloudy morning, but I'm hoping we'll get something interesting. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do, and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. My first composition is using these buildings here, and I quite like the way that we've got one much taller than the others, and they're reflected down here in this rock pool. It'd be a lot nicer, of course, if they were well lit up, which they're not. But yeah, there's a few lights on there, which makes it a bit interesting. There's some quite nice tones in the sky. I've got the camera set up nice and low down. I think I'm at 35mm. Yeah, 35mm, focused on the buildings, f8 and 30 seconds. Complete change of style. We've got some quite nice tones and textures in the sky out there. So what I'm doing is shooting this little cluster of rocks just out here. Vertical orientation. I've gone ISO down to low 1, f16, focused on the rocks, and that's a 5-second exposure. And that's going to look quite minimalist, I think. But there's still going to be a little bit of texture in the water around those rocks. Well, we're about 6 minutes until actual sunrise. Looking at the sky out there. Not sure what's going to happen, but I want to try and find one more composition that might work for an interesting sunrise, if it happens. So a bit more searching quickly. Almost missed it. I could see where there was a potential scene. I had to run to get here and get set up. Basically the sun's rising over there, really nice colours in the sky. I've got the beach coming in lower left, curving around to the breakwater and out, and there's some people fishing out in the breakwater out there. It kind of rounds the scene off quite nicely. I'm going to take a few shots. Got the ISO turned down to low 1, f16, a fifth of a second at the moment. I've got the shot of the sky. I'm just going to try and get a decent shot of some wave patterns on the beach, and I'll probably blend that in. Doing one final shot. I've gone wider angled around to the right a little bit so that I've got much more of the scene in. The sun's pretty high, but it's just disappearing into some clouds over there, so that might give me enough shielding there to make it work. Then I think it'll be time to pack up and go home. Okay, that sun has now gone behind the clouds. Taken a couple of quick shots as it was going behind it, and I'm hoping that we might have something there as well, just to round the morning off. But it's turned out to be a really lovely morning, and I've enjoyed myself, and I hope you've enjoyed coming along for it as well. If you have, please give it a like, share it on social media, leave me a comment. If you're new here and you've enjoyed this, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.